Women of Reddit, what makes a man attractive? Seeing him do something that's his thing. Something that he's really good at and became good at because he just loves doing it. Basically, being in flow state. Humor. Emotional intelligence, knowing when to say things and how to phrase them in a way that is appropriate in that situation and being a good listener. Empathy, compassion and kindness. Not being too proud to say sorry and being willing to accept that he can be wrong sometimes. Taking the initiative for things like helping out without asking. Being responsible and showing that he really wants to keep to his words. Maturity and stability in how he handles difficult situations and responds to things. Not running away from problems but finding ways to solve them. Thoughtfulness, showing in little ways that he cares without expecting anything in return. Being respectful of people and not making lewd derogatory comments about people. Confidence without being arrogant and self-obsessed. When he wears clothes that fit his body type really well, it doesn't even matter what body type you have, honestly. If your clothes fit you really nicely, then you're gonna look good. Confidence, but still being a bit hesitant, and have signs of being shy. Memes. It doesn't matter what you look like, if your memes are dank, you are crazy hot. This applies to all races and religions, cultures, ethnicities, races, and species. Your outer appearance isn't what's important. It's the dankness of your memes which defines who you are. Voice. People think I'm crazy when I say this. Diction, tone, pitch, all that shit is like a spell. Sometimes I'll think someone is really physically appealing and then they squawk at me like a bird. Yikes. But then I'll see someone who's just cute, but then they speak and their voice is silk and honey, and suddenly there's an earthquake in my chest. A smile. Being respectful of others. Well, a number of things. Respectful, kind, loving, patient, selfless, responsible, hardworking, honest, and knows how when to take a break and take time for himself, among other things. The biggest thing though is something my mom told me, which kind of ties into the respectful aspect. She told me that when you date someone, you look at how they treat their family members, especially the women in their life. That then reflects on how they'll treat you in the future. Of course, everyone has their own reasons for dating. Mine is to eventually get married and start a family. The person I choose to spend my life with, I hope for him to not only be respectful but kind and loving, and most if not all the things I mentioned before towards me, but towards his family as well. Of course, I feel there are exceptions, like if his family's toxic. When they are clean and take care of themselves, shaving, skin care, good smell, etc. Smelling really good. Intelligence, humor, absence of STDs. I'm straight, but I've been told by girls that beards are an instant plus. Mine is shortish ATM, but I've grown it out quite a bit a few times. Beards are the male push-up bra. A magnetic bodysuit. The ability to enjoy yourself and not give a damn what others think. I had just started dating a new girl in college. She was visiting me in my dorm room, and had found an old remote control truck in my dorm closet. She grabbed it, we went outside, and she spent the next hour driving it all over campus, making engine sounds and at one point fairly convincing laser noises as she ran over a pine cone. I don't know why a truck running over a pine cone makes laser noises, but she assured me they do. It was a little childish and silly, but she was genuinely happy. She wasn't trying to make a good impression on me, she was just herself. One of my hallmates came across us while this was going on, and later told me in front of others, "Man, your new girl is weird, but hilarious. You know, I had liked her before the truck walk, but after that I could not stop thinking about her." 2 years later we graduated. A year after that we married. It's been 20 years. No regrets. Passionate in something. If they have an interest, it's so fun to watch them talk about it and try to explain it to me, get me into it. For example, a while ago my ex got me playing a video game and was so excited that I started playing. He made me go on FaceTime with him every time I played, didn't matter what he was doing. It was cute. He has no social media, but it's not like a stance. He just doesn't like it. Genuine kindness. Not just to me but to everyone. It's so attractive. Yesterday my fiance asked a random guy outside a store if he needed a hand because he had boxes, a baby and a collapsed stroller. I love him. Confidence. When he has that perfect blend of being cheeky, kind, funny. Compassion. Not a woman but one I hear a lot. Rolling up our sleeves. Pro tip: women are extremely attractive when they do this too. Silence. A person secure enough to not feel compelled to seek validation by filling up empty air with conversation is a very attractive quality. That's the difference between those who talk all the time and those who have something to say. A chick that is really shy, quiet around people, but is really dirty-minded around you. That's hot, cause in a way only you know about that dark side. You know, nerd by day and giving Gianna Michaels type head by night. Men who brag is a big turn off for me. Effort and making time to spend talk, see you. A big heart that cares about people and things. Having strong relationships with family or friends is a good sign. Willing to help the people they care about is another. Obviously, toxic family is an issue that no one can control, but in that case making a family out of friends or community shows they know how to build relationships and have two-way communication. Being passionate about hobbies or issues shows a big heart. Being both interesting and interested, able to talk about those passions without being overbearing or alienating while caring enough to listen to what someone else is passionate about. In a similar vein, humor is great, but knowing how to read the room is better. Personally, I am attracted to people who act rather than just talk. If they complain or critique things but do nothing, that is a huge turn off for me. That is why I tell single folks to volunteer. Whatever the mission is, everyone there already shares something they are passionate about. Everyone there is action oriented and ready to do something rather than just talk about it. Everyone there is already part of a community and are more interested in giving than taking. Even if you don't find a soulmate, you will find friends and help your community. The lessons learned will be an asset when you do find them. When they are really trying to learn something but doing horrible, but still having fun. Dancing eyes. I'm a sucker for eyes that can't hide joy. Good sense of humor. Talented in something I like, such as exercise, music, cooking, or travel. That last one is not really a skill, but you get the point. I want at least one awesome activity to share with someone. Probably a little bit of awkwardness. I'm not always awkward, but I definitely can be, and I appreciate someone who understands that feeling. I don't want to just be bumbling around like dummies, but I find it a lot easier to not feel uncomfortable around someone who I know is probably experiencing the same feelings I am. Have your shit together. I mean, have a fulfilling life of your own, complete with job and hobbies and interests. Clean living space, apartment or house, not your parents unless you are taking care of them or it is mutually beneficial. If you have decorated your space and your furniture matches, it's a huge plus for some reason for me. Be capable of conversation. Easygoing and realistic outlook on life in general. Goals and aspirations are nice. Be in touch with your inner nerdy child, but also be mature enough to know when it's appropriate. Respect me, but also smack my ass when I'm in the kitchen. A nice haircut. Speaking properly, no slangs, cuss words, etc. Dressing in clothes that fit properly. Good posture. Strong bones. When she walks into the room, and everyone just lights up. It's crazy, but I've seen it before. Not sure what it's called, but it's rather they bring joy into an environment for everyone, not just me. I'm before the fake when he makes me laugh nonsense. Woman-like height, an athletic frame, teeth, etc. Looks get you in the door, personality keeps you there. Oftentimes my mood, Timing really can be everything. A personal sense of style is a huge turn on. Whatever that style may be, putting effort into your appearance and dressing in a self-expressive way is really attractive. It shows off the confidence to look how you want and shows a bit of care into how you're seen without betraying who you are. It being all you care about it is unattractive. You need, hobbies outside of looking good, but having a distinct style is really attractive. But probably even more than that, just being interested in things. Being really into a hobby, or being an artist yourself, it makes you interesting and fun to talk to.